everyone, I'm Meteorologist Becky Ditchfield here in the 9 News Weather Center. Hope you're having a great day. If you haven't had a chance to get outside, might as well take advantage of it. Get out there this afternoon, go for a nice walk. You can wait until my forecast is done. That's totally fine. But we're looking at a lot of sunshine out there and temperatures really warming up here across the Front Range today. Not only will we see that sunshine around Horsetooth, the Front Range, including the Denver metro area, but also up over our mountains. And we've got beautiful bluebird skies. You can see a lot of skiers coming down Loveland ski area there, enjoying the runs. It is likely going to be on the warm side, especially with that sunshine. We've got some warmer air that's settling in, but you can't beat a bluebird day. Just make sure if you are still headed up, you've got those reservations and you are wearing plenty of sunscreen because you are going to need it. 56 degrees right now at the airport. Dew points really low at 13. So our relative humidity is at 18%. When we see dew points that are that low and relative humidity that low, we get temperatures warming up really, really quickly. So that's what we've got going on today, and quite honestly, what we'll have going on for the weekend. 53 right now in Greeley. It is 60 in Fort Collins. Out east on the plains, mixture of 50s and 60s as well. Mountain areas, well, Kremling's at 27, but Leadville's at 40. Buena Vista is at 40. Gunnison, temperature inversion for you. We are at 18 degrees there today. And this afternoon. Temperatures will eventually warm up into the middle 30s for most mountain areas. Here across the Front Range, upper 50s, low 60s. 50s and even some 60s out east on the plains. We just don't have a lot going on here on the radar screen. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, and you can see that the only activity across the country is what's going on here on the East Coast. There we've got a couple different storm systems, one that is bringing some rain showers from Washington, D.C. down across the southeast into Atlanta, and then the other, which is coming just off of the Great Lakes and may bring some more snow to the northeast, where right now it looks like we've got some sort of watches or advisories in effect. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. That is, if I actually can, oops. That is a winter storm watch that's in effect until Sunday evening. They are looking at 6 to 12 inches of snow up across portions of the northeast. So that's a pretty decent system that'll be moving through for them. Our forecast is exactly the opposite. Out to the west, we've got very dry air, and that is thanks to this really large ridge of high pressure that is in place, and it's not going to be budging anytime soon. In fact, it's going to be with us through the weekend, if not the first half of next week. And not only do we have it in the upper levels, but at the surface too. High pressure firmly in place, keeping us sunny and mild, and it's so strong that we'll even have another storm system that develops down to our south over parts of Texas. It is going to stay out of Colorado. It will skirt around that area of high pressure and move towards the northeast. In the upper levels, it's a very similar story. That ridge of high pressure is really strong, so it's going to be keeping those mild and dry conditions in place out across California, parts of the Pacific Northwest, and here across Colorado. It takes until late next week for that ridge to break down more significantly for us to see changes in our weather pattern here in Colorado. And that goes for our mountain areas and here across the Front Range as well. So when we take a look at our forecast, next 24 hours are going to be nice and dry, not a cloud. In fact, going into tomorrow morning, mostly clear skies. Tomorrow afternoon, a lot of sunshine, but by tomorrow evening, we'll get a few clouds in. No moisture out of that. We'll just have partly cloudy skies developing around Denver, Fort Collins, Sterling, Yuma, and Ray, and that'll be overnight Saturday and into Sunday. Sunday promises to be a warmer day than what we are going to see on Saturday. Today, 58, mostly sunny, winds out of the southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So a little bit breezy from time to time. As we go into tonight, lows drop to 27. We're going to be mostly clear. And as for tomorrow, 53. So there you go, just a little bit cooler. We warm back up close to 60 on Sunday. Monday will be there at 60 degrees. Tuesday, a high of 63. On Wednesday, 65, and then we finally cool off. And the models are having a tough time with this forecast by Thursday and Friday because they've been varying quite a bit with what is going to happen with moisture, snow, rain, all of that. It does look like we'll see cooler weather on Thursday, although now Thursday looks pretty dry for the state. 47 will be our high. We'll have a few more clouds. Friday gets breezy, and while Denver will be mostly cloudy, 39 our high, I think we've got a better chance for some snow in Colorado's mountains on Friday. So to me, that's light at the end of the tunnel. We've got these really dry conditions, drought conditions that have been in place out west. We could really add to that snowpack. We could certainly use the snow. So Thursday and Friday are the days right now that I'm looking at that we could see some more significant changes. So now I'm going to get onto our Facebook page and I'm going to see if you guys have any kinds of questions. And while I do that, I'm going to take you back to the radar screen. So if you just give me a minute. There you go. Here, and I'll zoom it out so it's a little more interesting than just looking at dry Colorado. All right, there you go. Yeah, Zachariah says we need snow, and we do. Ralph, I caught that when I said that, but I'm glad you thought that was funny. I was not about to correct myself on that one. The ski runs. What are our odds for a white Christmas? You know what, Alex? I will address that next time. How about that? Because I think we do have some graphics in our system that shows that. But I'm going to have to do some searching to look that up. But we can definitely go over that next time. Not today, because I don't have that information stored off the top of my head. Alex was asking, what are our odds for a white Christmas? Okay, let's see here. Okay. Someone is asking about what the weather will be in Kansas City Sunday night. That's a great question. Let's check and see. So Kansas City is right on the edge of a little bit of a different weather pattern than what we will see. We're more firmly under the ridge than Kansas City is, but they are still looking sunny. They're just going to be a little bit cooler with temperatures in the upper 40s. So good news for, I guess, the Broncos. Hopefully that's going to be a tough game, but it's got to be better than the last one, right? Okay. Will we have a white Christmas? Zechariah is asking. I cannot answer that question either because that is too far out. We'll make our forecast a good 7 days out, and maybe sometimes 9, but that's just to show you trends, and it's not necessarily going to be a specific forecast for snow, so you'll have to wait on that forecast as well. But any other questions? Oh, this is a good question. Yvonne's asking, good afternoon. She says, are we going to have warm weather tomorrow so we can hook up our lights? Yes, we are going to have a nice warm forecast so you can hook up lights outside. It's going to be so mild. Temperatures in, again, the 50s, a little cooler than today. So today 58, a lot of sunshine. Tonight we'll drop to 27 with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, 53. So not bad, right? 53 is just slightly above average for us. Sunday 59, and most of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are in the middle 60s. So any of those days would be great if you still want to put up those Christmas lights on the outside of your home. Alex was just asking the same question. So there you go. Over the weekend, we've got a really good looking forecast. A lot of times now we're talking about we start talking about parade of lights and that kind of thing. We like to start making forecasts for that, and we have certainly had years where it has been very cold, but this year just looks so mild around this week. And next, with very little changes except for Thursday and Friday. Again, I would just keep my eye out on that Thursday, Friday forecast because it will be getting cooler, and we are going to see a chance for some snow. Move into our mountains mainly Friday. One model is kind of going back and forth on the chance for snow here in Denver, so we'll see. Hopefully we get some moisture out of that. But do you guys have any other questions for me? go ahead and post them. I'm going to go over your forecast again here one more time so you have a general idea of what we're looking at going into the weekend. And then I'll answer the last of the questions and I'll let you all go. But mostly sunny skies out there today across the Front Range, here in the Denver metro area, up over the high country and our mountains where skiers are enjoying these ski runs today under bluebird skies. No snow expected in our mountains over the weekend. 56 is the current temperature at the airport. Wow, 56 degrees is so much warmer than average. We're going to see even warmer weather as we go into next week as well. Right now it's also 60 in Fort Collins, 53 for Greeley, 61 in Ray, 20s, 30s, and a few 40s in the mountains. In general, those areas will be in the middle to upper 30s today. Most locations across the Front Range will be in the upper 50s, but low 60s, as we're already seeing, not out of the question. We are very dry across the state and dry out to our west. Jessica's asked a great question, so I'm going to pause here for a second. She's asking, does this forecast worry you? It worries me, and I wonder if I'm wrong. It does, because we rely on snow during the season for our snowpack. That snowpack helps us to build our reservoirs, helps us to get out of our drought conditions. And we do have a lot of farmers that are here across the state that rely on our water. And quite honestly, Colorado has to send a lot of its water to other states as well. So, it'd be nice if we could keep it all, but we can't. We've got to send it out. So when we have such dry stretches, it does concern me. Because the longer that if you stay really dry in the winter as well, and you're going to dry into spring season, we see our winds start to pick up. Fire danger starts to pick up pretty rapidly too. So it's all interconnected, and it is a concern when we are so dry. Now, that being said, I know out to the west they've been seeing fire danger increase across California. November, I was just reading the statistic today. November, December, January, and February, Santa Ana winds actually do pick up because of this ridge of high pressure that's in place. It's just a little on the stronger side. We typically are on the outside of that. So during a La Nina year, we can get more storm systems that end up coming up over that ridge and down here across Colorado, providing more snow for Colorado's mountains. But this one is pretty far east, so that's why it's keeping us very dry, and that's why that weather pattern is setting up for several days, because that area of high pressure is just not going to break down anytime soon. It may take a solid week before we see that happen and we see the chance for snow move back in. I know we've been talking about the drought a lot, and here's another look. I talked about this yesterday, but worth showing again today for anybody who missed it. We've got extreme and exceptional drought conditions out to the west. And it takes, if we were to get an average snow year, it would take several average snow years in order to bust through that drought. And Colorado is an arid state. We typically don't see, a lot of moisture regularly. We had an exceptional year a couple of years ago where we had these exceptional drought conditions, and then we had a ton of snow, so we got out of that drought pretty quickly, but that doesn't happen all the time. So long answer, yes, this is worrisome to me, and it would be nice for us to get some moisture. We still have a lot of season to go, so we're going to wait and see how that turns out. But I don't like it when when it gets so dry, and it has been so dry for so long. That is the forecast as we go into the next several days. A lot of sunshine today. We might get a few clouds out there tomorrow evening. That's the extent of any kind of increase in moisture for northeastern Colorado Saturday night. Otherwise, 58 today, and then tonight we will see not a bad evening, 27 the low. Tomorrow, high temperatures will reach 53, then upper 50s on Sunday, 60s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm really hopeful that the system at least comes together and does something Thursday and into Friday, whether that's bringing snow to our mountains or a mixture of bringing snow to our mountains and maybe even a little bit of snow here to our Front Range. Okay. Oh, somebody's asking, how is the drought situation in the West? So I can actually go back to that map really quickly. Let me see if I can find it. Where'd it go? There it is. So Right now I've got this set so it'll zoom into Colorado, so I'll have to keep it on its expanded view. But the dark colors there is the exceptional drought that we're seeing across western Colorado, and that continues out across parts of Utah and then down into Arizona and for parts of New Mexico as well. So down for places like, let's see, here in Prescott Valley, Arizona, it's been so dry and some native plants have been dying due to lack of any moisture. So you can see that, yeah, that this is reflective of that and the drought conditions that are continuing through much of the Southwest. Betty's asking how much snow is expected for next week on December 12th. I do not have that specific forecast, and I apologize to you for that. It's too far out, so it honestly is not even worth our worry or time to go over how much snow we could see because the models will likely change. For example, yesterday models had snow over our mountains on Thursday. Today, completely out. It's not even in the forecast for Thursday. Now it's all for Friday. Starting Friday morning in our mountains, maybe moving into the metro area by late Friday night, early Saturday morning. But tomorrow it could be a totally different story. So since that is running already, we're having such huge changes. 7 to 8 days out, we won't make any sort of snow forecast on how much we could see from this system, just because there's not even a guarantee that it'll hold together. Okay. Christopher, I don't know anything about that. Let's see. Let it snow and the mountains need it. Yep, absolutely. So I'll give you guys one last look here of our 7-day forecast where you can see the mild weather that we've got coming our way. 50s from now through the weekend, a lot of sunshine, Denver. We're going to see 60s next week, and then all eyes are going to be on Thursday and Friday, where hopefully we get a little bit of moisture around here and we'll see things cool off a bit. I know we've got some folks that are also hoping for a white Christmas. Next time I'm on here, we'll be talking about those odds as well. Danielle Grant will have the rest of your forecast coming up tonight at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. For now, I'll see you later.